Hi friends, it's Jess and Allie. Today I wanted to do kind of an update from the last video where I shared how I almost choked to death. If you missed it, I'll include a link below you can click on and see what I'm talking about. Some people asked me what the joke was that I told at the emergency room, because I did say it was the funniest joke I ever heard, and that may or may not be hyping it up a little bit, but I still think it's funny. The joke is, what does a nosy pepper do? It gets jalapeno business. I can't tell if it's fun, if the joke itself is funny or the delivery is the best part. And if you didn't laugh at that, do me a favor. Go tell somebody else that joke and tell me you don't laugh at it. I find that normally I'm the only one laughing. I don't care, it entertains me. That's why it's the funniest joke I know. Besides that, I went to the doctor today for a follow-up, just to make sure that I'm good to go and everything is healing as it should. I told the doctor today some of the symptoms I've experienced since this incident last week. I told her that I was having shortness of breath, eating was a little rough because it's kind of harder to swallow now, and overall it just doesn't feel 100%. And as I'm telling her these things, I do explain too the incident and how that went and how awful it was and everything in between. After I'm done sharing this traumatic near-death experience with her and asked what I should do about it, she says to me, I'm going to prescribe a medication for you. Is your pharmacy still? And she reads the address to me and I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'm waiting for her to tell me what's my magical medicine. It's going to make me better. This girl says, I'm going to send a prescription there for a chill pill. My first thought was,
oh no, she didn't.
And I was a little upset, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of sat there for a second looking at her like, are you messing with me? No, she was 100% serious. She went on to say that most of the symptoms I'm experiencing are probably because I keep thinking about it, and probably because every time I drink something or I eat something, I'm thinking to myself, am I gonna choke again? She may not have shared the same patience and compassion as that amazing emergency room staff. Whatever. So after I got over the initial shock of what she said, I kind of agreed with her. And I thought to myself, similar to choking, there have been some times I've maybe been really nervous about things that weren't that bad. I guess I could have used a chill pill in those situations as well. Or overall, really irrational fears I've had over the course of my lifetime. Most of them I'm over. I've really worked on it. I'm really good at getting over my fears. Let me give you some examples. On my honeymoon in Hawaii, we decided to go parasailing. Kind of a normal event. I feel like there's a lot of people there doing that kind of touristy thing. I was terrified. I did not want to do it. I was so scared. My first mistake was I read the consent form that says, basically, it really only needs to say this, if you die, not our fault. Didn't have to be paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs of bodily injury, death, this and that, everything in between. Simple. If you die, not our fault. Anyway, I read the whole thing and I ask 100 questions about it. And they tell me, look, we've been doing this a long time. It's a very safe activity. Tons of people do it a day. Wah, wah, wah. Whatever. So on our way out to parasail, I start to think about what exactly I'm afraid of. And that's when I started to realize, that's a little crazy. My biggest fear was that while I was in the air, suspended by a parachute, tied to a speeding boat, that the cord was gonna snap. Now most people would say, if the cord snaps, I'm gonna fall into the ocean, maybe into a shark's mouth, I don't know. But the idea is that you'd fall down, right? False. My fear was that the cord was gonna snap And just like Mary Poppins, I'd get floated into space, dead. I didn't say it was rational, I just said that's what I was afraid of. I gave myself my own chill pill at that moment. I thought it out, weighed the options, figured that probably wasn't gonna happen, did the parasail. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a clip of what I looked like on that boat ride out to the parasail. I can't even smile right now. I'm scared. I was so scared. I feel much better. It ended well, I had a great time. Before anyone asks me, I don't know why I thought the cord would snap and I'd go into space. When you're nervous, all kinds of things make sense that normally would not. When I was a little kid, my biggest fear was getting locked in a store. Like if we were there 10 minutes before closing, as soon as they said, "Attention, shoppers, this store will be closing in 10 minutes. I would beg the person I was with, please, we have to get out of here. They are closing the store. It was so important to me. We gotta get out of here. We're gonna get locked in here. They're gonna turn off the lights and we're gonna starve to death. It was an irrational fear, but I was very afraid of it. And now I find that so dumb because getting locked in a store would be the best thing ever, preferably Target. It would probably take me that entire evening to pick out what I wanted. I'm also very freaked out by possums. I think they are the devil's cat because they hiss and they snap their teeth at you and they don't die. They never die. I've hit some with my car by accident. Turn around because I feel so bad. Gone. That ain't right. I really think it was Princess Bride that messed me up on the possums because tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure possums are the ROUSs they were talking about, the rodents of unusual size. I will put up a picture. The other thing I get super nervous about, I don't think is irrational. I think it's just me being cautious. I am nervous that if I'm out with my dogs and we're walking around, that they'll be attacked by another dog. But I have planned for it. I've Googled what to do in that situation. I've practiced what to do in that situation. Maybe one day I'll share how I practice. I've thought out long and hard what exactly I would do in that situation. And in my imagination, I win every time. For the record, if another dog attacked my dog while I was walking it, I would go caveman. The headlines would read, "Girl attacks dog with her mouth." Love is love, okay? Love is love. Well, that's it for today, but make sure you subscribe to my channel and you can follow along with all the other crazy things I talk about. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I've included some links below. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends. What? I can't even say it without giggling. That's embarrassing.